Welcome to Uzima Lifestyle Center, Eat for Health. I am your host, Janice McLean, and I'm so glad you joined us for the second episode of Season 3. Welcome. Today, we are going to make vegan macaroni and cheese and also almond cheese. So those are the two recipes we are going to try for today. We want to thank those of you who joined us last session, and we are so glad that more of you are joining us in this new session. So here we go. Vegan macaroni and cheese. So we have our macaroni cooked, and this is 100% whole grain macaroni. 100%. So the macaroni is already cooked. Here we have our broccoli, right? We have our little avocado oil here. You can either use avocado oil or you can use olive oil. Either would be good. Then we have our onion chopped, onion and garlic. And we have our potato, but I've already pre-prepared some of the things. So we have one potato and we just grated it, and that is going to help with keeping the macaroni and cheese together. So we have our garlic also in here. We have our garlic powder, our onion powder, and most important, we have here our nutritional yeast. In addition to this, you can put some mustard powder. Everything is already measured out, and you are not seeing right now on the demonstration, you are not seeing the cashews because I pre-prepared the sauce for the macaroni and cheese, but I'm going to go through how to prepare that. So we have our cashews, and you can either use pepper flakes or you can use sweet peppers. Either way, it's going to be quite well. So let's talk about the benefit of cashews. Cashews assist in our metabolic function, right? It is a good source of protein. We know also that it contains a lot of fiber, a lot of minerals. It is good for our teeth. It is good for our gum. It is also good for our brain. It's a good source of energy. As I said before, it's a good source of protein. And by the way, it is a good source of a trace mineral called selenium. We all need that. It helps to improve our vitality, give us a lot of energy, a lot of pep in our steps. It is also very good because it improves our blood circulation, and it is a heart-friendly food. It also helps with the protection of our eyes. Let's talk about the nutritional yeast. It's a great source of vitamin B12. It is very high in fiber. It is a great source of folic acid. It promotes good skin health, and it boosts your immune system. So these are the many benefits of the nutritional yeast. Now for the direction. So we have our macaroni already cooked, and remember, I said before, it is whole grain macaroni, okay? Whole grain macaroni. So in my pot, I have pre-prepared the sauce, but we're only going to blend it. So what we have in here, we put a little bit of water, and to the water we add our onion, our garlic, the potato, we add the peppers as well as the nuts. So we put it all together and we had it cook for like about 5 to 7 minutes. So it looks like this. This is the consistency. When this is all cooked, right, you add your salt to taste and so forth. When it's all cooked, then you're going to put it in your blender. And we are going to blend for a few minutes. want to make sure that the sauce is nice and thick and cheesy. Okay, so this is what the sauce looks like. So you're going to pour the sauce in. Make sure you get everything. Now the potato that we add to the sauce, the grated potato, is going to act as the thickener. So we are going to add our broccoli and we're going to blend really well. Remember that in the sauce we had already put the onion, the garlic, the onion powder, the garlic powder, and all of those things, right? So now we are blending this together. And then we are going to add our nutritional yeast and make sure everything. As a matter of fact, you can either add your nutritional yeast when you are blending to make the sauce, or you can add it afterwards. It doesn't really matter. So once you mix everything together, this is the kind of consistency you're looking for. You don't want it to be too runny. This is the consistency you're looking for. Then you have your pan. You can either use a pan like this, or you can use another kind of pan, whatever you have available. And then you're just going to scoop it into the pan. Remember, you should preheat your oven 350 degrees. Preheat oven 350 degrees. And then you bake this for about 45 minutes to an hour. So at the end, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's finished baking, and then do a little demonstration on how you can serve this. So here is the finished macaroni and cheese. So you can leave it to cool for a few minutes, and then I will cut a piece of it and set it up with a complete meal. Now that we are finished the macaroni and cheese, let's move on to our next recipe, which is the almond cheese. Now you get your almonds, then the other thing you need is some olive oil, some salt, onions and garlic, agar powder, and if you would like, you can put some pimento in it. You don't have to, okay? Now, all the measurements are on the slides for you. It depends on how much you want to make. You can do 1 cup of whole or raw unsalted almonds. You can soak the almonds overnight, and then you can take off the skin. If you're not able to do that, you can soak it in some warm water, and that would help the skin. Then you need your lemon juice. You need your salt. And then you need water. We already have our water. Here is our water. And the agar powder. This you can get at the health food store. So I'm going to show you 2 quick versions. I'm going to show you if you want to do like a cream cheese. It's the same ingredients, everything the same, except if you're doing the cream cheese, you do not use the agar powder, right? So we're going to do the cream cheese first. So we're going to take some of the almonds, we put it in the blender. To this, we are going to add our onions and garlic, then a little bit of salt. Then we add our olive oil. And then we blend it. Okay, this is if you would like to make the cream cheese consistency. So I'm pouring it out here, and then you can put it in your refrigerator and it would start to thicken. This is the consistency for the cream cheese. Now, for the regular cheese, you place your almonds in the blender. You add your cup of water. To this, you add your onions and garlic. Then you're going to put your olive oil, put your salt, and then you blend everything. So you keep on blending this until it's smooth, at smooth, thick paste. Okay? Now, once you're finished doing that, you need to have your water here that is hot water. And to this, you're going to add your agar powder. And this is going to be your thickener. So you're going to stir it like that. You notice it's thickening already. Now, while it's thickening, you can add some more water. And this is what is going to give your cheese the firmness that it needs. So we're going to pour everything in here. And so as to make sure there are no lumps, you can put everything back in the blender. We're going to put everything back in the blender, and we're going to blend for another minute or so. Then we are going to add our lemon juice. Okay, so we're going to add our lemon juice, and we are going to blend a little more. Okay. So you notice the consistency, right? You notice it's kind of thick. When you're finished doing that, you can pour it out into a bowl. Depending on the shape you want it to get, if you want it to be round or you want it to be square, you'll pour it out into a container. And then you just sit it in your refrigerator, and it's going to set. In the interest of time, we made one here. This is the sliceable almond cheese. I'm going to take it out and actually slice it so that you can see. Okay, you see how that looks? Nice and firm. So you can make your slices. So this is your sliceable almond cheese. Now to this you can put 2 pieces of your cheese. Two pieces of your cheese here, and you can add some lettuce and tomatoes. And in addition to that, you can add some whole grain crackers. As a matter of fact, this is multi-grain crackers. So you can add your multi-grain crackers. And here here you have it. That's a nice snack, or you can have it for your breakfast or whatever you choose. Now, the one that we made for the cream cheese, you notice it start to thicken, right? So you can just take this and spread it on your cracker, right? Spread it on your cracker. You can leave it a little more so that it gets a little more firm. Starting to thicken already. And then you just place it on your cracker and you're good to go. So you have the sliceable almond cheese. Let me get rid of some of these dishes here. So you see it's starting to get firm already, right? So that's the sliceable almond cheese here, and this is the cream cheese version. So you can do both, right? When you're putting it together, you can add a little more of the almonds so that when you're ready to begin the process, you can do a small amount as cream cheese and you can store it in your refrigerator. This would last in your refrigerator for about a week. And then you can make your sliceable cheese for a week or so as well. So thanks very much for joining us today. Please try the macaroni and cheese. Also, we would like you to try the almond sliceable cheese or the almond cream cheese. Remember, you can make it also with cashew nuts, right? So this is our recipe for today. Thanks so much for joining us. And those of you who are new to our program, remember to subscribe and to click on the bell so that when we have new episodes posted, you'll be notified. Be safe and eat for optimal health.